right. Welcome on in, you guys. Welcome to Monday, August 25th. If this is the first day that you have said yes to being with us, I know that you made an incredible decision. This could be a line in the sand moment for you that you said, I am no longer putting off not living. And that from now on, this is what I've decided. You guys are here to make an extra income as well as be in the right place at the right time. So, going to go over to Miss Julie Burke. You hit Jade, and now you're already at almost to the next few ranks to Emerald,
Yeah.
Ruby, but you hit Jade really fast and then Pearl. And so I want to just have you share what was Cancun like for you, the first life experience you were able to go on, and then why would you recommend, what the next one in Vegas for these guys?
Yeah. So first of all, Jen, thank you for having me on. Thank you for introducing me to this amazing company. I tell you all the time, I'm forever grateful. Um, I've been in the industry a long time and I have never, ever seen momentum like this. And I was a part of two other companies. They were supplement companies for those that don't know my background. And I just, this is very refreshing. This is just a different build. It's like nothing I've ever experienced before. And so, yep, came in, earned the trip to Cancun, was very blessed to be there with so many other amazing leaders. And I think my one takeaway from Cancun, there's many, right? Like we're in a room with leaders, with Ilian, with Nuno, like just so many incredible people. But I think how I could wrap it into just one big nutshell is just you got to get to events, right? Events are so important because it builds belief, it builds trust, it builds credibility. And that is the foundation of all of our business. And so being there submerged for 5 days, feeling the energy, like everyone was messaging me, other leaders, and saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm having FOMO," and I'm like, "Listen, what are you learning?" And I'm like, I could teach you what we're learning, but I can't bring back the energy, and that's what's most exciting. And it just reminds me over and over again why we're doing this. Because let's face it, day in and day out, right? Like we can learn the things, we could do the posts, we could, continue to improve ourselves in personal development. But until you are submerged with other people that have the same vision, it is like something I've never experienced before. And so I highly recommend you got to get to Vegas. Like it's almost mandatory for your business. And I'm going to, you know, there's nothing more exciting than having, yes, we're in Cancun. It's a beautiful beach destination. We're going to the pool parties. We had a boat party, right? Again, we are experiencing life. We're having a great time, and I want to package it up and bring it back, but you just can't. And so I just say, let's lock arms, let's stay focused, and let's ride this North America launch all together. And you guys, we will become unstoppable. I'm telling you that right now. So again, get to Vegas and then also don't overcomplicate this process. Do not. The first rank you have to get to is silver. If you're not already there, we got to get you to silver because that's in your business where you just rinse and repeat. And then when you're building a team, you're bringing in people, you're just sharing with them what we're doing. You're giving them the tools and the roadmap. Let's not complicate this process. Just keep it simple. I say this all the time. And truly, when Jen said, when she reached out to me 90 days ago, I flew down, I met with Yoni. 14 of us leaders said yes, all 14 of us. We jumped in, and I have been total ignorance on fire, just learning as I go. And yes, I hit Pearl, and I'm almost to the next rank. And that's all great and dandy. But again, I want to just tell you that I did not know everything before I got started. So please, I just, I really want to help everybody just create that lifestyle, that freedom, and what they're meant to they're meant to be here for, right? And I'm just so passionate about helping and serving others. And Jen, I'm just really, really excited about what the future is going to bring for us here.
Thank you so much, Julie. We're grateful for your leadership. For those of you guys, just appreciate you being there. Appreciate you coming, saying yes. And I'll ask for a tip in just a minute. So I want to go over to Tony and Rhonda Lucero. I know you guys have been in this field for a long time. You guys have earned over $13 million. And I just, I know you've seen many things. And so would love to have you share just kind of what you experienced going and experiencing our product, earning that trip to Cancun, and just giving these guys a tip if you could.
Hey guys, Tony and Rhonda Lucero here in Nebraska. Yeah, we've been around the block a couple of different times, obviously, and we're just having the best time of our life. Like at our age, it's like, all we want to do is travel and we want to have fun. And that's pretty much why we said yes, is like it just makes sense. And then getting to go to Cancun and having that all inclusive, covered and paid for, and being able to be around all of the amazing leaders and getting to meet them. We see them on Zooms and stuff, but then when you get to meet them in person, that's even better. But just feeling that community, feeling that vibe. Tony and I did not miss a morning sunrise on the beach, like, and sunsets. Like, that's us. Like, and we just want to live in the moment. And I didn't get a lot of content because I was in the moment a lot, but I was so grateful that everybody else got a lot of content because they shared it. But that's just, yeah, it's just where my heart is. And I just want to help every person. It didn't matter. I got to connect with people that were on my team and we shared tears together because I have such a big why that I'm doing this, that it doesn't matter how many no's that I get because I know the next one's going to be a yes. And my why is what's going to keep me going. And it doesn't matter what people think. Like, it doesn't matter. But we just had such a great time. It's exciting to get to meet Ilion and Nuno in person and all of the leaders. And yeah, I would say Vegas is definitely, you have to go and you have to experience the product because the events are, it is the product. Toes in the sand is the product. The beach is the product. Like, literally getting to Las Vegas and getting the content and getting to rub elbows with everybody, that is the product. And people are not going to say no to that. When they see that you are living your best life, why would they not want to join you? So I know Tony's got some great takeaways from Cancun as well.
Yeah, as far as tasting the product, it was an all-inclusive. I tasted a lot of products there. I'm just telling you right now. I mean, I didn't stop eating. I know all of you with that went, we didn't stop eating. We had such a great time. The whole thing that I really took away from Cancun is, this all of you have been looking for a business, and all of you have probably been in business, whether, selling lotions or potions or technology or whatever. I've been in this space for 40 years, and what is so interesting about what we do, and you guys really have to understand this, like, we have the perfect product. It's digital, it's travel, and all we do is have fun. And I don't know of any other business that's out there where you have the ability to have those things. Everybody travels, everybody needs a vacation. And so the conversation is easy. There's no convincing, there's no recruiting in a sense. I mean, you just got to share what we do and encourage others. So we have so much value that we bring to not only our lives, but to everybody's lives that we share this with. We bring value to them. We up level people when they go on vacations. Do you realize you're a better person when you go on vacation? Like, you're much more fun on vacation. Do you realize that? All of you are. So we bring value to people's lives. But the other thing is the piece that is really the thing that we don't talk about a lot. I talk about a lot because it's important to me, is the community. The community that we have, when you have like-hearted souls coming together to truly embrace life, where else can you do that except in travel? So the community that we have a lot of people that are disgruntled, that came from broken homes, let's say, in business, and now they get a chance to be their best. That community, the heartbeat, the pulse of who we are, is just ridiculously fun, and it's authentic, and it's real. So Cancun was amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank
And
you.
Vegas is the next one. So
Vegas is
definitely
next.
do whatever you can, solve for X, just get there.
Yeah, it's so true. If you have not bought your ticket, you guys, early bird prices already went up $20. So make sure you get your ticket. They're almost sold out. Make sure that if you haven't, and then just figure out, I love it. Amber's like, I'll be there. Okay, awesome. You guys, yes, okay. Got it. Got your ticket. Love it. Okay, so want to go over to Nate Forrest. You know, he's living his best life. This is Nate went from Cancun to then booking another Cancun to then booking another Cancun. And he's like, you know, so what we can do. We just go into Cancun and going to all the different locations. And so would love to have you share what you're seeing here with our product and with the company. Just, you know, we have new people on tonight that maybe don't even know what they just said yes to. Will you give them a feel for what it is that they're saying yes to?
Well, first of all, isn't this fun? Yes, I'm still in Cancun. I'm in my 5th resort in the last 10 days. And why am I doing that? Because I can, and because, as John Neely would say, why not? So, what did I take out of Cancun and why did I stay here? Because this experience is the product. It's simple, it's fun, it's exciting. There's a story. I could create 100 different stories about this. There's a hot tub right here on my balcony. I can watch the sunrise that Tony mentioned every morning here from my balcony. The suite is the fridge is full of drinks and Cokes and waters. And so I could go on and on and on about different stories. So what did I take out of hanging out in Cancun with all the leaders? Well, I'll tell a 10-second story. I found out when I got to this resort that I didn't know they have a poker room. They have a casino here in the poker room. And those of you that know me, you know I like to play poker. So a couple nights ago, I went down there and I played poker, and I got pockets 2 times. 2 times I played about 4 hours, and 2 times I got pocket aces. The bad news is I raised with them like you're supposed to, and I just won a little bit. I just won a little bit of money. Now, let me be clear. That's better than losing. Sometimes you lose a big pot with pocket aces. Why do I tell that real quick story? Because the biggest takeaway I got by spending time in Cancun with the 80 or 90 leaders that won the trips there, the biggest takeaways I get every time I hang out on these Zooms with all of you is because I see aces in all of you. We all have different skill sets, energies, mindset, beliefs. I have a bracelet on my arm, 2 Corinthians 5:7, that says, we live by faith, not by sight. Now, why do I share that with you? Because what I took away from Cancun is I get to see and I get to tap into the vision, the faith that Angel Whitmire has, that Jen Perga has, that Heather Hermes has, that Elian, that Tom and Kim Challen, that people like Emma Moore that I just met, Christina, so many people that I met for the first time. I get to borrow their vision, borrow their belief, borrow their faith. And so that's what I want to leave you guys with tonight is if you're still wondering, does this product work? Does it work? These rooms, these 5 rooms I've booked, this in Cancun, I've gotten a price often by several $100s, like the room I'm in. Number one, that our product works. We save money. But then there's so much more. There's a mastermind. There's an alliance. There are alignments. And there's an energy. There's a heart. I also have another bracelet on me that's faded from the American Heart Association. The reason why I wear that is because it's important for us to remember and tap into the heart of these leaders. So I'm tapping into their belief when I hang out with them in Cancun. And I'll finish with this. I'm tapping into their heart, their belief, their vision. We wouldn't be here if Jen Perga and Heather Hermes, Nuno, and Nikki Nash, and Nikki Ribbs, and on, the people that started this North America launch. We wouldn't be here if they didn't have vision, if they didn't have faith at first, like some of you right now, you're brand new. If they didn't have that faith to think, okay, I wonder if this works. They tapped into somebody's faith. So I want to encourage you to do that. And the best way to do it, you might not have been able to hang out with us in Cancun last week, but you can get the heart, the mind, the faith that we have, because we know this works. We know it works for us. We've seen it work for people on our team, and we know it's going to work. That's my favorite part, is spending time with people that already know it works, and those late night conversations. That's the best.
Oh, he went out. I'm like, I think he went out. Okay, bummer. I think Nate, thank you for your I'll have to refine you again. But yeah, it's so true. I think I was gonna say the late night conversations that literally when you can mastermind with each other around, I mean, people will say like campfire, but it's like when you literally get to be in the location and it's like the beach and you get to have the real heart to heart and you're shedding tears and you're having moments with each other, like that literally is what builds the community that is setting this apart. Angel Whitmire, I want to have you share, what was your takeaway from going on the product, you know, being able to earn that trip to Cancun, and what would you say for these guys so they can hear from that?
Oh my gosh, I love being here with all of you. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you, Jen, for your yes and sharing this with me. It's just been a complete whirlwind honor, and I'm just so blessed and grateful to be here. So what I took away, you know, obviously palm trees is my love language, and it's how I said yes to this business 10 years ago. I saw a post on social media of a lady on an incentive trip. And that's what made me say yes to this industry. It wasn't even about the shakes and products and all that. It was about an opportunity to be where she was, because I was like literally on workers' comp, living paycheck to paycheck. I just had my daughter. She was 2 months old. And I was like, I want a different life for myself, right? And so I jumped all in for the opportunity. So what I want to take away from that trip is like, yes, it's about the sunshine and palm trees, but it's a reminder too of when you say yes with the right opportunity and you surround yourself with leaders who push you to grow. Because us as leaders, you know, I've been in this for 10 years. I can always grow more. I can always step into that next level of myself. And when you're around people that are like you, but maybe have different perspectives, it allows you to grow even more, right? So leadership isn't just about titles and positions. It really is about showing up. It's about serving others and creating space for people to really believe in themselves again. Because like Nate said, there's some people that just don't have that belief. But you get to be that person to believe in them, to show them to believe in themselves, right? So it just reminded me that when you lock arms with the right team, you don't just build a business. You get to build a legacy of freedom and memories that will last forever and creates impact. So think of this: proximity is power. So when you're coming to these events, when you're showing up to, you know, these incentive trips or to Vegas for a pre-launch, you're in a place with yourself in a room with other visionaries, other servant-hearted leaders, other dreamers that are going to take action, and you can lock arms with, and then your vision expands and you get to elevate to that next level. So it's really, really important in this stage that we're at right now, because we're only 90 days in, is to get around the people, get around the leaders, and humble yourself. Because we can sit here and say, oh, I know it all. I've been in for 10 years. No, let's all humble ourselves and say, I can learn from Julie Burke. I can learn from Tony, Rhonda. I can learn from Nate. I can learn from Jen. And just take ourselves out of it. And, you know, in Cancun, it was like blurred lines of sponsorship. Like we were all hanging out. We were all saying, hey, what do you do? Hey, how do you make that real? Or, hey, what's working for you? What video are you sending? Right? So it's getting around and humbling yourself as a leader and being able to elevate yourself. And I just had an amazing time. It just reminds me that growth and alignment are everything. And that's why you should be in Vegas. And that's why you should be our next life experience. And that's when you should be at the launch, because that's only going to pour belief into yourself and belief in others when you're showing up. So I say share, 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 get loud, get your stories. And when you're on these trips, share behind the scenes, like, what are you doing, right? Build the brand, build the story, share the journey of what you're doing, because I promise you, all of us that have been sharing in our stories, how many of you have had people reaching out left and right because you're sharing your stories? They see it. They see the FOMO. They're like, I want to learn more about that. I had people that I reached out to back in May being like, okay, girl, I'm seeing your stories. I'm ready to jump in. You have to show up. Okay. You have to show up in your stories. So I would say proximity is power, and you have to be at events, and you have to just get around other visionaries. So that's my takeaway.
I love it. Okay, so I'm going to ask one last rapid fire question, you guys, because I think that, you know, for the new people that are on that maybe are like, okay, do I have to say something correct or whatever? But it's just like, if we can all get off tonight and go, okay, we're 90 days into this build, that means the whole internet is at your fingertips, y'all. There's people that you know have not said yes, and we want you all to go silver. Like silver, if you can really think about it, it is the coolest rank in the compensation plan. Anybody who goes silver, like that's the magic right there. And then after that, leaders just helps go silver and keep going silver. And if you continue to go silver yourself, that's what will keep your business continuing moving forward. So, okay, Julie, we'll ask you, what would you say to, because right now it's about market territory. Like we're started in the US and Canada, Australia, Mexico, Mexico. We don't care who it is, but what would you say to that person that's on the fence? Like, what's your message to them to help one of these guys who is like, okay, I have people on the fence. What should I say?
I would just say, what are you waiting for? Like, when I have conversations with people, each conversation is just moving it forward, right? And it's so simplistic, and often, and this is why I know this, because again, when we were in Cancun, people were coming to me and they're like, okay, what would you say in this situation? Or what, and I was giving them some verbiage back, and it was like a one-liner. It was so simple, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm talking too much. I'm overcomplicating it. And sometimes we can all do that though, right? Like I've been there, done that. And so if someone's on the fence, I'm like, listen, this ship is sailing, no pun intended. This ship is sailing with or without you. Timing and positioning are everything right now. We are in the pre-launch of North America. And what the words I'm using, because I could say this with conviction and certainty, is this is the biggest build I've ever been a part of. Okay. I see things before they happen. I know what it looks like, which is why I jumped. I was sitting in darkness. My last company, you guys, shut down. No notice. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We got an email on a Friday at 3:00 in the afternoon. And I sat there and I bawled my eyes out. Multiple six figures gone in a heartbeat. My children looked at me and had fear in their face because they were worried about their mom. Not so much about, okay, what are we going to do? But they saw the hurt and pain. Luckily, I prayed and prayed and prayed for a very long time because I was not happy with that company and I was sitting silent for a long time. But you can make money, and I did not have happiness. It doesn't matter. I did not have joy, you guys. And so I sat there. God was like, okay, you're not going to make a move, so I'm going to make the move for you. I'm shutting the door on this chapter. 3 weeks later is when Jen reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? I almost didn't move because I was sitting in fear. And I said, okay, well, I could sit and be a victim, or I can make something happen. I have the choice. You guys, we have the choice, right? To get out there. Who cares if someone tells us no? You know how many people told me no? And I just kept going. I just kept bulldozing through all of them. And like Angel said, they're watching and they're coming back. And so if someone's on the fence, it is a simple question of, what are you waiting for? Do you have all the information? What other information do you need to make this decision for yourself and your family right now? Because I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. And you guys, it is showing up with conviction and certainty and energy and excitement, because this is what attracts the people to you. I'm going to tell you that over and over again. And I know for a fact, without any doubt, that we are in the right place at the right time with the right company, with the right people. And so I had, we checked the egos at the door. Everyone's here. It's like a level playing field. We're all learning as we go. And it's so much fun. Rhonda said it, like, our product is helping people live their best life. And Jen says all the time, travel is transformational. So it lights my soul on fire. Like, I think I was so miserable for so long because I was out of alignment. I was out of alignment and I was done with supplements for a really long time. And I knew that, but people always want to know, how do you make money online? And so digital was always my thing. But as we all know, a lot of those digital products is a one-off sale. That's not what this is. This is creating legacy. This is Yoni. You could have several positions here. Like, he doesn't care. He wants to see people succeed. Yoni loves and is so passionate about this. And that's another reason why you need to experience Yoni in Vegas. That's another reason why you want to get to Vegas, because then you guys will see what we see in him. And so I'm just so excited. I'm truly blessed. I actually wake up
She's not
in the morning.
passionate at all about this, y'all. She's not.
Yeah, no, you guys, I actually wake up and I'm excited about life again. I mean, I could get emotional just saying that, but I know there's a lot of people on here that probably resonate with that message. And I was just kind of sleepwalking through life. So I'm sorry. I know I kind of went on a tangent, but that's just what it is. I'm not going to apologize. No, I take that back.
You shouldn't, never, because the passion is what is the conviction in you, and that's what's moving the needle, Julie. So don't not apologize, like that is.
And I love this team. I have to say that. I love this team. I love who we're building with. So y'all, It's amazing.
Right? It really is amazing. I mean, yeah, like seriously, the conviction and posture and enthusiasm that beats analytical things all day long. You know, it really does. Tony and Rhonda, what would you say, or each of you could answer, but like, what is what one tip for somebody that needs to go silver, that you're like, okay, instead of doing the pushing or whatever, what would you help to guide somebody who's like, okay, you need to go silver. This is what I say to get somebody off the fence.
Yeah, it's really interesting because again, I don't know if there's the perfect script, the perfect whatever. This is all about energy. This is all about you being excited about something. And I can't think in 40 years of, being in direct sales of anything that's more exciting than to talk about than planning the next vacation and packing your suitcase and doing all that. And people say, well, I see some of the comments in here. Well, what do you say when somebody says this? What do you say when somebody says it's too expensive? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? And I just say this, you guys, I'm just going to be very, very real. I tell them this. I don't know about all that, but you deserve it. I don't know. You just deserve it. Well, it's too expensive. Well, yeah, but you deserve this. Well, I don't travel in luxurious places because it's too expensive. Yeah, I know, but you deserve this. And it's a posture, it's a knowing, it's being authentic until you've tried the product, which you guys are going to coming up in Vegas. But until you try the product, you're not going to know that. But you all have taken vacations. You all know what happens to you on vacation. So just share that. These people are going to go vacation now in a whole different space. So I just say, you know what? You deserve it. I don't know about the comp plans and stuff like that, and all it takes, but you know what? You deserve a vacation. You deserve a vacation, and you deserve a timeout, and you deserve a jolt of life in you. So you guys, it's all about energy, and I can move people through energy because why would somebody not want to have something beautiful happen to them? And travel is this, you guys, this company is a gift. It is a gift to us. And I love opening gifts, but I also love sharing them. So share this gift.
We can be super excited and we can be passionate and we can, have the inflections and tonalities in our voice. But for me, when it comes to helping somebody hit silver, I ask them what their why is. Why did you join in the first place? Go share that with 3 people. Let them feel your emotion. Let them understand why you said yes, and then find out why they need to say yes. Find out where the next vacation is that they're going or who they want to take with. Have them tell you about a vacation that they went on and how it made them feel. And a lot of times if they haven't said yes yet, it's because they just don't have enough information to say yes yet. If they're saying no, it's because they don't have enough information. And that's what we do. Each person just helping them, and we're just excited, or obviously we're excited and very passionate, but I truly want to change people's lives, and I know that the way that I can do that is by helping each of them figure out what their why is and then getting them to say yes.
I love that. It's really important. I think we can sometimes overcomplicate it, you guys. And on this Zoom tonight, you guys, there's over 140 of you guys that are leaders that are just getting going. And we just want to say thank you to your leadership and for you guys being here. Angel, last thought on that. And then I'll open it after this for questions. If you guys have questions, we want to make sure that we have these Monday nights where not only do we give you information, but some of you guys are new and you want to have clarification on some stuff. And we are moving like rapid fire. Like you're seeing rank advancement and rank advancement. People don't even know why they're rank advancing or how it's happening. And so we just want to make sure that you feel really certain about where you're at and that you feel comfortable and confident in what we're building and that you're here for the long haul. And then we're so excited. Christy, so great to see you. Yes. Angel, would you share your last, if for somebody who's like on the fence, what would you say to move the needle to get, them off the fence in enrolling?
Absolutely, because it's dear to my heart. And I was talking to Linda today on a call. We had a Zoom call together, and literally you decide and you go all in, blinders on. You make a decision, you decide, you go all in, and you don't let anyone stop you. You don't let any noise in your head or any noise that someone's coming outside of you negate what your decision is. Guys, 90 days ago, I had my check cut off. I had 0 income. I went from, 15K a month to 0, literally 0. I had to borrow rent for 2 months. Like I could cry on this call right now because I'm like, but I knew in my heart, if I decided and went all in, this would work. And I did that. and it's happening. So you have to decide, you have to commit, you have to go all in, you have to show up when you're on the floor crying. I mean, many times crying with Jen and Julie, like, how am I going to do this? But I just knew in my heart, I am a leader. I can rise again. I can rebuild this. I'll do what it takes. I had friends, thank God, I could lean on. But guys, it's happening. And now I'm earning the income back and surpassing what I was making. So I'm just telling you, like, if you commit, if you decide and you go all in, it will happen. But you have to have blinders on. Like, I am all in on MWR. I'm not doing anything else. Like, I'm committed 100% all in because I know where this is going. I believe in Jen's vision. She has a vision for all of us, and I'm locking onto her vision, right? When I didn't have that vision 90 days ago, I was scared to death. Ask her, ask Julie. Like, I was scared to death. Like, and they had me every step of the way. So I'm just telling you, like Nate said, grab onto someone else's belief and vision and just go all in. I promise you, you'll be kicking yourself if you don't, because this train is moving crazy fast and we're only 90 days in. So for those of you that feel you're behind, you're not. Like, you're blessed. You're so lucky to be here right now. Okay. So just hold on to that belief, blinders on. Let's freaking do this.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm like giving the preach on for Angel. It's so true. And you guys, I watched her go through that process, and she posted today something about people making fun of, cutting off her check, unfriending, all of the things, and being a person in her life, having her do this opportunity. Watching you do that was painful even for me to watch you go through that, Angel, and to know that you kept your mindset and you kept showing up and you kept posting and you weren't even sure if your paycheck was going to come or what was going to happen, and you just kept going. And you guys, literally, she's knocking on the door of Emerald because she did not stop. And so I know, so some of you guys are, you're just getting started, but if you can really truly put your blinders on and go, okay, listen, I got the vision in Spain of 20,000 individuals, families, people that wanted to stop feeling like, they talk a lot about anxiety and depression right now. Everybody has whatever. What if we have the solution? If that we get to give people hope to take a trip, to be able to have an opportunity to do that. I look at a lot of you guys that are, that, yes, Tony, don't get discouraged, get empowered. This is a place that together we lock arms with every single one of you guys and we move forward together. We help everyone, no one left behind, because we want you all on the beach. We want you all in Vegas. We want you all living your best life and affording it. Like, we want you all debt free. We want you all truly creating generational wealth. But that starts today, and you making a decision that you are no longer going to live in fear of not doing it. You're going to take the next right step in a company that is literally paying 85% commission up front and 55% residual. We've never seen anything like this. And the further you get going, the more you're going to make and the more experiences you're going to have. So we just wanted to say thank you guys all for being here, for your leadership, for saying yes, for deciding that one more chance. I mean, a lot of you guys have been 6 and 7 figure earners. So tonight we just had the Jade share that came. So we're not trying to not honor every one of you guys, because every one of you guys' story is so important. Like, listen to me now. Every one of your stories is so incredibly important. And if that means for you that you have a vacation spot or a money thing that you need, like, that is why we are here, and we will not stop. If you come meet us at the crosswalk, we will hold your hand and cross the street together, because we can't drag you, but we are definitely there to get you with us to the next event and the next thing. So the first thing is to go get your membership auto finance. Use the language that everyone shared tonight, because it is incredible. And those of you guys like Tammy Rose has gone live on TikTok and all the things she just posted. But I'm like, to watch you now enroll 2 people today and somebody else yesterday. But you know what I mean? Some of you guys, some people have really fast starts and some people don't have as fast of start. Do not judge yourself. It doesn't matter. We're all in this together. So there's no competition. There's no race. We're all going to Diamond together. Like, it truly is. There's not. So we all have to do this locking arms. And just when that spirit gets in of competition, of like, oh gosh, but I'm not here and I'm not, like, relax back into your body. I mean, Tony Lucero could probably help you do that better than I could, but I'm just saying, like, you could, like, relax back into your body and remember, you didn't get an assignment here to go diamond. You got an assignment here to go make your life freaking epic. You got an assignment here to go travel to wherever it was your soul called you to. This is just the vehicle. So tonight we're on here. We want to make sure that every one of you guys feels like completely at home and welcome in this community and do it your pace. But I'm just saying, like, speed is good. So like lock arms with the people going fast and then let's do it together. I'm going to unpin us, and those of you guys that are on, we're going to take one photo and then we're going to open it up for Q&A. Tomorrow, the corporate call is all about, well, I'm going to do all about vision. Globally is what we're all going to do, talking about momentum. You are one decision away from your own momentum, you guys. You are one decision away from that. It's a matter of getting out of your own way, seeing yourself as the highest version of yourself, and then taking action towards that every single day. So let me unpin us, and then y'all get your cameras out so you guys can take a photo for those of you guys who want to have a group shot. And then we're gonna open it up for Q&A. For those of you guys, hold on, let me see. You guys, I am tech challenged, so if I can figure this out, I'm pretty, like, then anyone can figure it out because y'all, okay. Let me unpin myself, and then we're gonna all take a picture. All right, woo! Okay, everybody that's on, if you don't mind, and then looks like we still have 3 pages, so you're gonna smile for a moment, and then whoever is gonna take some photos, get your camera out, and we're gonna take video. And then I want you to share on your social media one aha moment that you guys had. If you take a picture of this smiling group of people, hey, I just hung out with the coolest travel club or the most incredible leaders. I got this takeaway. It means I got to be in Vegas, or I can't wait for the next event, or whatever. Okay, so let's, on the count of 3, everybody smile. We're gonna take some video and some photos. Get out your phones, whatever. All right, and then y'all, look at you gorgeous people. I mean, we got some gorgeous people in the house. Look at this group.
Jen, I think we should have your takeaway. We should have your takeaway. You're the first to say yes. What was your takeaway for Cancun? Seeing all these amazing people that have now said yes after you.
I mean, you can't, like, dude, what, are you gonna make me cry at this moment? I mean,
yes, please.
Like, I think that when, oh wow, shoot. Okay, my takeaway, oh, I never wanted to do this industry again. I'm gonna say this profession almost nearly killed me. And so I really didn't. People mean everything to me, and their trust means everything to me. So I've aligned with a couple of the wrong people. And so to really evaluate this opportunity and have it be what it has been everything. And so to watch Cancun and to look around the boat and to realize, like, every one of the leaders there has made a decision to hope one more time, to have their faith happen one more time, so to me, that was everything. That, like, okay, God, thank you for saying to encourage me to go yes one more time, because I see a stadium full of 20,000 individuals. And I feel like it's been an amazing yes for so many of you guys. I mean, Carly's story, if you guys haven't heard Carly's story, she's a mom on here. She was behind like $730 in her checking account. And to have her find this opportunity, or something like that, I mean, to have her find this opportunity and to have her now make almost, $13,000 in a short period of time and earn a trip to whatever, like, those are the stories to me, are why this industry is important. Like, so I think that this yes has been so good, because there's so many people hurting in our profession that feel like they have to hide behind some, I used to be $1 million earner, I used to be a 6-figure earner, and they feel out of integrity. So I feel like right now, she said she made over $17,000 now, you guys, and it's been in a short period of time. So I just think that this has been everything, to just have it be the yes that I wanted to say yes. Sorry, y'all put me on the spot. I don't do great with that. You know what I mean? I'm just like, tomorrow I've got my speech planned, but for tonight, I think also Cancun was more than I could have expected. I mean, to be able to be with masterminding with y'all. You guys have never been to a foam party. I was like, what are these people doing in a foam mess in a pool? But it was so fun to just actually do things I would never do. You know, with all these guys that were like, I mean, it was seriously a blast. You get out of your comfort zone and you have a blast. Okay. So let me unremove my pin and y'all, I love y'all and I want you guys to win. I'm not even from Texas. I'm like literally from Seattle, Washington. And I start speaking Texas or whatever. But I want you guys all to win. And it breaks my heart when I see people give up too soon because this compensation plan, if you just keep going, you guys are going to literally change your legacy of your family. Like, I promise you. Some of you guys have your kids or your grandkids looking at you like, do you promise this time's going to be different? And just show them it is. Because if you keep going, I promise you, you're going to make an income that will change your family's life here and get to travel. So, all right, that's enough of my tears. Any other questions, you guys? For tonight, we know you got to get to Vegas. We know that we want you to go silver. The fact that you guys have crushed it in August, you guys just wait till September 15th when every kid's back in school and everyone's back on a schedule of like building. I mean, September 15th through January is the biggest time in network marketing where people say yes, they get positioned, they want to lock arms, they want to run and build a business. And you guys are doing it first. You guys have just shown them all the fun in Cancun so that they can now say like, wait, what? I get paid to go on trips. And for Christmas, instead of booking presents, they want to actually go and have life experiences. And you guys have that to offer people. So like, there's no better time than that. All right, well, 130 of you guys are still on there. Yes, Jenny Jackson. Okay, we do have a room block for Vegas. If you go onto the life experience tab, you're going to see Las Vegas life experience. Some teams have decided to already get their own rooms at like, you know, the Flamingo. Some people have booked other locations before that even came out. So just know like it's not wrong if you book somewhere else. Like there's great places on the room block. It's already there if you choose to do that as well. All right. Any other questions or anything else for tonight?
Hey, Jen, can I say something real quick?
Absolutely, Tony.
So, you know, people ask me and Rhonda over the years, like, how did you do what you did? And it all boiled down to events. I tell people right out of the gate, it's always event, planning for the next event, next event, next event. And you guys, I'm just here to tell you, we broke ranks going into an event, and we broke ranks definitely coming out of an event. We always went to every single event because my mentor, who's no longer here on this planet, said, Tony, make sure you do whatever you can to get to every event. I'm very high energy. I need the events. My energy needs it. So I only can imagine people that are stuck on a couch somewhere, how much they need an event. So, and the other unique thing about this event, you guys, this event is going to happen one time.
There's only one pre-launch.
One pre-launch. And you get to say that you were, I could say I was on the boat in Cancun. I was on the boat, but now I can say I was in the room. I was in the room when North America exploded. You have to get to the event. Figure out whatever your excuse is, whatever you're telling yourself, because it is a story. You got to change your narrative. You got to change your story, and you got to go deep within and say, do I deserve this? Do I deserve what's about to happen? By default, all of you are in the right spot right now. There's less than 3,000 people in the United States, in North America, and Canada. I'm going to tell you there's going to be 50,000, 100,000 people. Where the heck are these people going? You better lace up your shoes, roll up your sleeves, and believe in yourself like we are. We all believe in you, but you've got to get to this event. It's so very important. It's not just, I'm going to Vegas. No, you're going to transform your life and your family's life for generations. Get to the event.
Okay, and speaking of that though, Tony, like we know this piece of get to the event, but also be at what rank. So you guys put in the chat below, what rank will you guys be at? so that we can celebrate you in Las Vegas. So Tony, what would you say? Like those people that are like, hey, you've seen this before. If it is a push, like we pushed everyone to get to Cancun because people went platinum and gold, right? So what you guys put in the chat box below, like declare it together. There's no harm, but you better have a goal or you won't hit anything. So what would you say as far as like that piece goes, that it's better for them to have a goal and hit it before the event? Why is that important?
Yeah, it is. I would say stretch yourself a little bit, right? It'd be great to say, hey, I want to hit my first one or my second one. But what if you stretch yourself and say, I don't even know what it takes to get to gold? By the way, you guys, there's no comp plan in the beaches in Mexico, just so you know. You're not going to find them out there. So I don't even know what the comp plan is. I know we get paid a lot. I know we get paid 8 different ways. So I would just say, look at the comp plan, say, look, I know that at this level, this is where people are celebrating so much. So if it's getting your 3, get 3. But
well, if you're going to walk across the stage or whatever, right, you need to hit silver. And my number one thing is do not come alone. John C. Maxwell always said, never work alone. That means don't come to an event alone. So if you don't have your first person, go find that person and get them there so that your belief can be built together.
by the way, when you set a goal, talk to your sponsor, your upline, and say, hey, this is what I want to do, and watch what we do. We're going to help you. So,
Yeah.
but we need to know, and you need to know what that goal is.
Declare it. Tell the universe.
Yeah. You guys, and put it in the chat. I love that you guys are putting that there, but also send a message to your support team. Be like, hey, I just declared I'm going silver. I just declared I'm going gold, and let them know that you just hit that. Like Kelly, I love it. Kelly's like, coming in, I'm going silver, and let your upline know that, because that way then we can support you and be like, hey, you said on that Zoom you're going. I love it. Somebody's like, Carly, I'm going gold. Yes, you guys, that is exactly how it's done, and we're so excited to have you guys be there as well. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Any of you guys who are here that just still have any questions, go ahead. We have time for like a couple, 2 or 3 questions. Either put them in the chat so we can answer them that way, or if you want to unmute and ask your question, you can do that as well. So just have time for 2 more questions before we jump off. Otherwise, thank you guys for making it tonight. This is historic. Truly, there's less than 3,000 of you here in the US, Canada, Mexico, Australia. Everyone is available to be part of this, you guys. It's just a matter of deciding and asking. Tiffany's going silver. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, I love it. All right, any other questions? Otherwise, we're going to say thank you to every single one of you who made time tonight to show up for yourself, to show up for your team, to show up for all of us. Because together we're building something so incredibly special. This is a special, special, incredible build. Kyle, absolutely, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have a question. I just want to say this product does not suck. All right. So we're actually in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We saved over $1,000 for 5 nights, and it's literally $500, less than $500. And I mean, it doesn't suck. So I just want to show y'all, like, it doesn't suck. So
yes.
all right, see you guys in Vegas, and we're bringing our 6-month-old baby too. So
Sweet. We love it.
see ya.
Thank you for
All right,
jumping
bye.
on and saying that. You guys, and
Yep.
that's a great point too. If you have not booked an activity or like an overnight and you want to experience the product before even Vegas, book an activity on our activities portal so you can experience it for yourself locally. Find something local just so that you can be like, dang, not only do I save money, but then I also get travel credits for booking that. I booked a helicopter tour. We got a helicopter, we got credits back. So if you haven't done something on our portal yet, book it, even if it's something small, so you can build belief in what it is, or price out like your dream hotel you want to go stay at. Like, even if you book it this year, just be like, okay, I want to price that out and see what that would do for me so that you can experience it for yourself, because our product is incredible. All right, y'all. So I don't see any more questions. Thank you all for being here tonight. Have a fantastic night. We will see you in the team pages. There is a call every day this week. If you have prospects that want live, go from call to call. Just say, hey, listen, if you weren't able to make this one, here's the next one. So the schedule is listed at the top of the team page. Just go from call to call. If they can't get on live, say, hey, if you can't make a live, I'm going to send you the replay, but here's the next live. So that way, then you're at least able to share. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Have a fantastic night. We'll see you in the page. All right, bye.